Tiger Den Sports. The most exciting sports experience ever. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and hit the bell. Follow me over on X at Tiger Den Sports. Here is your host, Jason Dorsey.
Two teams, one title. College World Series Championship begins tonight at 6 o'clock. LSU versus Coastal Carolina. Let's get started. I might be a little rusty, though, because I haven't did a video in a while. But today we're going to do a pregame show versus for LSU versus Coastal Carolina. We're going to do this is how it's going to work today. We're going to do a game, key players, pitching matchups, team stats, and things like that. So we'll get all that breakdown going. And game predictions. So y'all drop y'all comments below on what y'all think the game's going to end up like, who's going to win, who's going to lose, the score, all that type of stuff. So we're going to probably start with Coastal Carolina and then go to LSU last. So Coastal Carolina, what we going to do first, baby? My producer's going to help me with stats. Because if y'all don't remember, I am blind doing this, so she's going to read off the stats to me so I can give them to y'all. What we going to do first? Key players or the team stats? I forgot how we was doing it. You don't know? Okay. Well, Coastal Carolina is what?
I'm just reading.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Coastal Carolina is playing LSU tonight at 6 o'clock. They do have a great pitching staff. I think Cameron Flukie is pitching tonight versus Cade Anderson. What? Oh, I keep hearing you whisper, so I thought you were trying to tell me something. But he's pitching against Cade Anderson tonight. Jacob Morrison, their best pitcher, is going tomorrow versus Anthony Ianson. I guess Coastal Carolina didn't want Jacob Morrison to pitch against Cade Anderson because they figured that would be a sure loss. Coastal Carolina leads the country in hit by pitches. They have 176 hit by pitches this year. I think they broke the record. Also, I believe 59 out of 67 games they got hit by a pitch. So Cade Anderson will have to be on his best tonight. Let's not put them on base because I believe Coastal Carolina is good at stealing bases and moving runners. You got something to say? You're supposed to be helping me.
You went all out of order, so I don't know when that.
Okay, do we need this ended in?
They're on a 26-game winning streak.
Yeah, Coastal Carolina is on a 26-game winning streak, which is pretty good. Coastal Carolina does play in the Sun Belt, so it doesn't say a whole lot. Yes, they did come out of the winner's bracket in the College World Series. But a 26-game winning streak nonetheless is pretty good. What other stats we got for Coastal Carolina after that one?
Team batting average.
Okay, what's their team batting average?
Is .290.
Coastal Carolina batting average is 290, which isn't horrible, but isn't like top of the country, especially playing in the Sun Belt. 290, I would say, is not the best. You would think coming out of the Sun Belt, making the College World Series, they would be hitting for better average. You would think they would be hitting over 300 at least, but they're not. What other stats they got?
621 hits, 66 home runs.
They do have 66 home runs, which is not a ton, but they do have a little pop in their bats. So Cade Anderson's going to have to keep the ball down. But playing in Omaha, the wind's always blowing in. So not many home runs get out the park there. You have to be very strong. So I'm not really worried about Coastal Carolina hitting a lot of home runs in Omaha for the College World Series starting tonight with Cade Anderson on the mound. But I guess we'll see how that goes. What else they got? They do have a team ERA for their pitching staff at 3.320, which is really good in the country really good for their pitching staff for Coastal Carolina. 320 for any conference is pretty good. I say anything under 4 for anybody is really good. But you got to realize Coastal Carolina is in the Sun Belt, and they do have pitchers like Fluky, who's pitching tonight, Morrison, and I think Riley Elko, something like that. They all throw 95 or higher. So pitching like that in the Sun Belt, not many people can hit that type of pitching, which I don't see how Coastal Carolina keeps those pitchers on their team with the transfer portal now. You would think they would go to other teams once the transfer portal hits, but that's not how it works. But yeah, so team ERA at 3.20 is pretty good. We'll see if they can compete with LSU. All right, what else they got? Yeah, we can talk about this pitching staff first for Coastal Carolina.
Okay, so they're this nation's second best ERA.
The ERA 3.20 that's the second best in the nation overall. What else?
Their team ERA is a 3.63.
Okay, keep going.
Riley Eckhoff is 5-1.
Okay, yeah, the Riley Elkoff, that's the one I was talking about. He's one of their best pitchers. He's 5-1 on the season. Does it say his ERA or no?
Yeah, he has an ERA of 2.98.
2.98 is his ERA, so he's pretty good. And he has a total of 71 strikeouts. He's one of Coastal Carolina's best pitchers. But LSU probably will not see him pitch unless they have an if necessary game on Monday, because Riley had pitched on Wednesday during that game. So he needs a little bit more rest. So I don't see him pitching Saturday or Sunday unless he comes out of the bullpen for an inning or something like that. So I don't think you're going to see him until Monday. Who else?
We have Luke Jones.
Luke Jones, yeah, that's a bullpen arm.
Yeah, he's got an ERA of 3.27.
3.27 for Luke Jones out of the bullpen. One of their good bullpen arms.
26 strikes and 33 IP over 11 games.
Yeah, 26 strikeouts over 33 innings this year. It's pretty good out of the bullpen for him. Over 11 games. Okay.
We have
Jacob Morrison, their best pitcher, was his stats.
He's on a strong return from Tommy John.
That is, yeah. He is on a strong return from Tommy John. He had Tommy John surgery last year, and he's proving that Tommy John surgery doesn't hinder you the next season. So he's doing really good. What's his ERA?
2.8.
He got a 2.08 ERA this season. Their best pitcher has a 2.08 ERA this season. So LSU will have they're gonna have to compete against him tomorrow. He's not pitching tonight, but he's a really good pitcher. So okay, what else? Did we get the Cameron Fluky stats or no? Or didn't pull it up? That's who's pitching tonight. Okay. She's going to look it up. But, yeah, so their Coastal Carolina's pitching staff is pretty good. Like I said, they have some guys that throw 95 to 100. But the good thing about LSU, they've seen that pretty much every game in the SEC, everybody throws 95 to 100. So I don't think LSU is really going to have a problem with that. Now, Coastal Carolina, on the other hand, hasn't seen really 100-mile-an-hour pitchers. And they haven't seen somebody like Cade Anderson. So we'll see. Cameron Flukie. If it didn't pull it up, that's fine. We'll move on to the key players, like hitters. Okay, she's looking it up. That's my fault. I didn't have it ready. So y'all hit the like and subscribe button. The Coastal Carolina versus LSU tonight in the College World Series Championship Series. Best 2 out of 3. Okay, you got him? Okay, what is it?
He has an ERA of 3.29.
So he got an ERA of 3.29.
He's got a win-loss of 7-1.
He's 7-1.
109
109 strikeouts.
strikeouts.
And 95 innings pitched. So you can see he's a really good pitcher. He throws 100 from the right side. So expect to see Jake Brown in the lineup tonight versus him. But LSU's seen that all season in the SEC. So Flukie on the mound for Coastal Carolina. He's a really good pitcher. Let's see if LSU can do something with it. Okay. Let's move on to the key players for Coastal Carolina. And we're going to do LSU last. So, and remember, I am blind doing this, and that's why I don't have, You lost it? Okay. But we're figuring this out on the fly. I have my wife in here as reading the stats off to me because I can't have it in front of me like everyone else. So just bear with me sometimes. So hope you like and subscribe and share. Okay, you got it? Okay, let's talk about some of their key players.
Some of their top players are going to be their best hitters, their top hitters.
Mm-hmm.
They have, I don't know how to say this guy's name.
Just say it the best you can.
Sam Antonaki.
Sam Antonaki? Okay. Okay, his first name's Sam.
Okay.
Can't pronounce his last name. He's a third baseman for Coastal Carolina.
Okay, a .367 / .5.
Okay, so the 367 is his batting average, which is really good. That's a really good batting average. Gets on base a lot. Does it say his home runs?
6 home runs.
He got 6 home runs, so not a real power threat in the lineup, but a guy that can hit for average, probably steal a few bases. So that's a guy to watch out for Coastal Carolina. 47 RBIs, so he's a good guy to put the ball in play, drive runners in. Okay, so who's the next one?
The next one is Graham Brown.
Graham Brown, okay. Right fielder.
.353.
He's hitting .353 on the season.
He got 12 home runs.
12 home runs and 62 RBI. So a power bat in their lineup. Not like Jared Jones for LSU, but still 12 home runs on the season. Over 60 RBIs, batting 357? 353. So he's a guy that's gonna hit in the middle of the lineup. So LSU needs to watch for Graham Brown for Coastal Carolina. Okay, next. Caden Bowden. Is that the catcher? No, center fielder.
Oh, sorry.
No, yeah, catcher. No, you good.
.328.
So he's hitting 328 on the season. Another guy that's hitting for average. Any home runs for him?
9 home runs, 71 RBIs.
9 home runs, 71 RBIs. So a little decent power in his bat. Didn't quite hit double digits on the season, but 71 RBIs is real good. Another bat in the middle of the lineup. So that's 3 guys right there hitting over 300, and I believe there's like at least 3 more. So 2 more guys that hit over 300. So Coastal Carolina got some good bats in their lineup that LSU's going to have to deal with. Yeah. Anybody else that we want to point out?
You want to talk about Sebastian, I think?
Yeah, we could talk about him.
Okay. He's stolen. He had 20 steals and 23 attempts.
Okay, so Sebastian Alexander, I think he's a shortstop. No, what position?
It doesn't say.
Don't say. I thought it was a shortstop. I could be wrong. Ty Dooley's the shortstop. Okay, well I don't remember the position. Sebastian Alexander, but he has 20 stolen bases on the season, and what? Out of 23 attempts,
and a 283 average.
And he's hitting 283 on the season.
8 home runs, 40 RBIs.
8 home runs, 40 RBIs. So a pretty decent player. He's not really hitting for a high average. I mean, 283 is not horrible, but somebody that gets on base and can steal. I mean, he got 20 steals out of 23 attempts, so LSU is going to have to really figure out what to do with him. Don't let him get on base. Blake Barthel, the second baseman. Okay.
Yeah, he's got 15 home runs this season.
And Blake Barthel, he got 15 home runs on the season, so another power bat in the lineup. 61 RBIs and a 310 batting average. So another really good guy in the lineup for Coastal Carolina. I think that's all we're going to talk about, the hitters for Coastal Carolina. And we'll move on to something else. But, yeah, Coastal Carolina, pitching staff, hitting for average, has a few quality home run hitters. But like I said, Coastal Carolina did this all in the Sun Belt. They're on a 26-game winning streak. And we'll see how they face against LSU. Coastal Carolina did win a championship 9 years ago. I believe it was 2016. So we'll see if they can do it again, which I hope not. I hope LSU does. But Coastal Carolina is a pretty good baseball team. All right, you want to move on to LSU now? Yeah, let's move on to LSU. It's LSU time. So if y'all like LSU, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to leave y'all predictions below on what y'all think the score will be at the end of the game tonight. All right. So what we're going to talk about first?
Their overall record is 51-15.
LSU is 51-15 on the season.
Their SEC record is
19-11 in the SEC.
Batting average as a team is 330.
And LSU is hitting 330 as a team on the season. And that's in the SEC. You playing all these SEC teams that's throwing 100 miles an hour. So compared to Coastal Carolina, that plays in the Sun Belt, who has a 290 average, LSU got a 330 average playing against SEC quality pitchers.
Their SEC batting average is a 299.
300, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay, keep going.
Okay, total runs scored of 530.
Nah, I don't care about that.
Okay, they're 9th in team ERA.
LSU is 9th in team ERA in the country. At 3.80 overall in the country. That's pretty good because sometimes LSU did struggle out the bullpen to close games and stuff, or middle innings. But a 3.80, 9th in the country in ERA is pretty good for the SEC. Now we can go on to the pitchers the LSU has. The stats for pitchers.
Yeah, let's talk about Cade Anderson.
Okay, because, Cade Anderson pitches tonight, so we'll go over the stats for him.
All right, so Cade Anderson has a total of 170 strikes this season.
170 strikeouts for Cade Anderson this season.
He's the national leader in the third most in LSU history.
He's the national leader in strikeouts, and he's third in LSU history in strikeouts. I want to say Alex Lang a few years ago has the most strikeouts in LSU history, if I'm not mistaken. Okay.
K/BB ratio, 5.67.
So you got a 5.67 strikeouts to walks ratio, which is a really good ratio to have.
He's 11-1
11-1 on the season.
He is number 1 in SEC innings pitched.
Okay, keep going.
ERA and OPP average is a 3.44 ERA.
Cade Anderson has a 3.344 ERA. No, a 3.44 ERA. My bad. He's not batting. A 3.44 ERA. That's really good. He's one of the dominant pitchers in the league. He probably is going to be drafted number 1 overall in the upcoming Major League draft. That's what people are saying right now. So he's a really good pitcher. Anything else on him?
One is College World Series opening stats.
No.
Okay. No.
Let's go on to the next pitcher for him. Anthony. Let's do Anthony Ianson. You have him?
At the end somewhere.
Because Anthony Ianson pitches tomorrow. That's going to be a good matchup. Jacob Morrison versus Anthony Ianson. Ianson was a transfer from. Okay. Anthony Ianson transferred into LSU from where was it? San Diego State? I don't know, somewhere out of California. And he turned out to be a really good pitcher. Throws a lot of strikes. And LSU pitching will have to throw a lot of strikes and not hit batters because, like I said earlier, Coastal Carolina likes to get hit by pitchers, so they probably crowd the plate. And LSU does a good job at throwing strikes with Cade Anderson, Anthony Ianson, so let's not put him on base. 6-2 for Anthony Ianson this season. You would think that would be a lot better the way he pitched this year. You'd think he would have won more games.
ERA 3.07.
3.07 for Anthony Ianson for his ERA. Really good ERA this season for him. 85 strikeouts. 82 innings pitched. So really good for him. Really good addition to LSU. I think if Cade Anderson and Anthony Ianson's on the mound, LSU can win both these games and don't have to go to a game 3. Who's the other one?
Yeah, who's the other pitcher?
I don't know who we looked up. Did we look up anybody else? I know we got Chase Shores out of the bullpen.
Jacob Morrison.
No, Jacob Morrison's for Coastal Carolina. But yeah, I mean, and you got to think about it. That's the 2 best pitchers for LSU. Cade Anderson, Anthony Ianson. When you get to games like this, you're probably only going to pick at least 5 guys out the bullpen and go with them if you can. So Kason Evans closing out games for LSU. I'm not sure if he can go tonight or not because he did pitch that Tuesday game whenever they got a rain out on the Monday night. They had to resume their game Tuesday. And he did pitch that game. So I'm not sure if he can come back tonight, maybe an inning or so. But he's LSU's best closer you have. He's a really good pitcher. Then you got Zach Cowan, who pitched Wednesday. Started, gave LSU 5 or 6 good innings, and they end up winning. So I'm not sure if Zach Cowan can come back today, or he might have to wait till Sunday or Monday. He might be able to give you an inning or so. That's 2 out the bullpen. Chase Shores, since switching him from being a starter to a bullpen guy, he's been really good. I think they changed his delivery stance and his how he delivers the ball. He throws 100 miles an hour. He's really good. You got Chase Shore stats? Or who you have? Okay, I thought you had it. Okay, but yeah, so that's 3 pitchers right there. Chase Shores would probably be the first one out the bullpen tonight if needed. Just because Zach Cowan, Kason Evans pitched Tuesday and Wednesday and threw a lot of pitches. Yeah, Chase Shores, you got him.
5-2 record.
He got a 5-2 record. Not bad.
5.31 ERA.
He got a 5.31 ERA, which doesn't tell the whole story because as a starter, he didn't do too good. He walked a lot of batters. He hit a couple. He gave up a lot of hits. But since he's been moved to the bullpen, his ERA been climbing down, steadily falling, I guess I should say.
He
Yeah, he did have Tommy John surgery. Yeah. But yeah, so how many strikeouts does it have?
66.
He got 66 strikeouts. Over how many innings?
9 innings.
9 innings? No, he got way more.
Sorry.
innings.
9.74 strikeouts per 9 innings.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
But how many total innings does it say? Or you don't have that?
61 innings.
Okay, 61 innings pitched and 66 strikeouts. So that's more than a strikeout an inning this season. So out of the bullpen, Chase Shores is pretty good. I talked about Kason Evans, Zach Cowan. I mean, if LSU can just use those three pitchers, and I think LSU got a good shot to win this series. Cooper Williams out the bullpen, LSU, So, huh? No, that's for Coastal Carolina.
I know, but I asked for LSU and they gave me.
I don't know. That's crazy. Okay, but okay, so let's move on from the pitching staff for LSU to the batters. You got anybody on that?
I sure do.
What you got?
I got Jared Jones.
Okay, let's go Jared Jones stats.
Okay. Jared Jones is the first baseman. He's got a .330.
Jared Jones is batting .330 on the season as the everyday first baseman.
He's 22 home runs.
He got 22 home runs.
76 RBIs.
76 RBIs. So
that's the.
Yeah, that's all.
He leads the SEC in RBIs.
He does lead the SEC in RBIs. He's
the third most career homers at 60.
And he is the third most. He has the third most career home runs at LSU. I can't give you the first two. I don't remember right off the top of my head. But anyway, Jared Jones, he does struggle at times with the strikeout. But when you need him, he comes up big with the home run, like he did against Arkansas Wednesday. He tied it up with a home run, and then he got the game-winning hit at the end of the game to score Luis Hernandez. So Jared Jones is a big-time bat in the lineup. You never take him out. I do like that Jay Johnson moved him down to the 5th spot. I never did like him batting 2nd. He gets more RBIs opportunity batting 5th, and he's a good power hitter in the middle of that lineup. Okay, who else we got? Yeah, I said that about the walk-off hit. We could talk about Derek Curiel, the freshman. Yep.
Okay, he has an average of .348.
348 on the season for Derek Curiel.
7 home runs.
7 home runs. That power is going to come. He's only a freshman. 53 RBIs.
He leads LSU with 26 multi-hit games.
He actually leads LSU with multi-hit games this season. With how many? 26? 26 multi-hit games this season. And he's doing this as a freshman. He reminds me a little bit of Dylan Cruz, which is maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe I'm putting too much pressure on him, but he does remind. Huh? What? Well, yeah. As a freshman, he reminds me of Dylan Cruz. He can hit for average. He hits to all fields. He's gonna. Yeah. But my wife's saying they will never have another Dylan Cruz. If you agree with her, tell me that there will never be another Dylan Cruz at LSU, or just put a tiger emoji. That'll show me what you think. But Derek Curiel is a freshman, great leadoff man, doing big things for LSU. He needs to have a big game tonight versus Coastal Carolina. Okay, who else we got? Ethan Fry. Before we go through the stats, Ethan Fry has been my favorite player over the last 2 years. Last year, he couldn't get in the lineup. He's been at LSU for 3 years. Yes, I liked Ethan Fry. I knew he was a good player, but the opportunities he got, he didn't prove that he was, and he didn't get a lot of opportunities. So Ethan Fry, he turned things around this year as a DH, proved himself. So let's go over the stats for him. Yes. My wife's surprised that Ethan Fry is one of my favorite players.
Well, last year Tommy White was on
Yes, I know Tommy White was last year, but I'm talking about Ethan Fry.
I know, but I mean, come on. Okay, .331.
He's hitting 331 on the season. Big time jump from what he's been doing.
13 home runs.
He got 13 home runs. That power's in that bat. What else you got?
I don't know what this thing, but it's 6.651 SLG.
I don't care about that.
That's all I got.
Okay. So he's hitting average 331, 13 home runs. He'd probably get one tonight, I think. At least I'm hoping. He's doing pretty good for LSU, hitting in the clutch, making solid contact. So LSU, that's just three players right there. And you know about Jake Brown, how he could do against right-handed pitching. Do you have his stats, Jake Brown? If not, it's okay.
I have him somewhere.
Okay, but Jake Brown, he's been platooning, I guess I should say, with Josh Pearson over this year as the right fielder. Jake Brown bats against right-handed pitching, and Josh Pearson bats against left-handed pitching. It's just how it worked out. It's working out pretty good in LSU's favor. Anytime Jake Brown gets an opportunity, he's driving in runners, hitting a home run. He's coming in clutch, pinch hitting. He's going to be a good one next year as well. Josh Pearson. Okay, tell me Jake Brown stats.
Okay, he's got a .327.
327 on the year for Jake Brown.
8 home runs.
8 home runs. And if he would have played every day, he probably would have had at least 12 home runs. But
48 RBIs and 44 runs scored.
48 RBIs and 44 runs scored. So between him and Josh Pearson, look up Josh Pearson's stats real quick.
He's still there?
Huh?
Josh Pearson's
Yeah, he's still there. He's one of the leaders on the team. You know, he's a really good player. Yeah. But yeah, so Jake Brown, 8 home runs, batting .327. And that's just spot duty. I mean, that's just platooning with Josh Pearson. So as soon as you get Josh Pearson's stats, we'll go over that. Okay, what is it? I just need it. Point what? Oh, Josh Pearson's hitting .289 on the season. Not bad.
His OPB.
No, I don't need that. Home runs.
Home runs, 7.
So you got 7 home runs. So combined between Josh Pearson and Jake Brown, because they've been sharing right field this season, they got 15 home runs together. So if that was just one player, you would say that's really good. How many RBIs he has?
33.
So he got 33 RBIs. So I don't feel like doing the math, but that's 77 RBIs between Jake Brown and Josh Pearson.
He had 135 at-bats.
Yeah. So yeah, they split duty. So between Jake Brown and Josh Pearson, it's 77 RBIs, 15 home runs, and they're batting over 300 as a combined player. So I say it worked out pretty good in that way. If you agree with me, say yes or no in the comments. But yeah, so I think that's enough going over key players. Stephen Milam. There's so many guys that we can go over, but Stephen Milam's one of them. He's okay. Let's go over Stephen Milam's stats. Come on. Oh, you told me to go over them. Okay. But Stephen Milam's been playing a great shortstop, really good on defense. As soon as she gets the stats, I'll tell you what his stats is. He did start off very slow this season, but since the regional, super regional, College World Series, he's picked it up. He's coming in clutch. He's raising his batting average, so he's doing really good. You got him?
I'm looking.
You just told me read him. Okay.
Okay, he's got a 293 batting.
So he's batting 293. He was batting below 250 earlier in the season. So he raised his batting average to 293. 11 home runs. And how many?
55.
And 55 RBIs. So Stephen Milam, playing a great shortstop at LSU. Hitting for his average is jumping up, and he got over double digits home runs. So that's pretty good. Nah, I think we're good. We talked a good bit about each player and stuff. Now we get to maybe the predictions. All right. So this is what everybody's been waiting for. Hit the like and subscribe button right now, and we're gonna talk about the prediction for Coastal Carolina and LSU. We'll talk about tonight's game. I think LSU wins tonight pretty big. I think it's going to be a 9-2 score because Cade Anderson's on the mound, and I don't think Coastal Carolina has ever seen a pitcher like Cade Anderson. I think Cade Anderson might do a complete game tonight. So 9-2 LSU tonight. Tomorrow night with Anthony Ianson and Jacob Morrison on the mound, I believe that it will be a low-scoring game, but I still believe LSU gets it done in a low-scoring affair, 4-3. And I think LSU wins the national championship in 2 games. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all predictions are. And I may be doing a live game play-by-play tonight, so y'all subscribe and join me then. See y'all next time.